Hey, what's going on everybody? Gus here. How you guys doing today? So, last video was a super quick first impressions of these two IEMs, the Blon BL-03s and the Tin Hi-Fi T2s. And I basically told you guys to just take the plunge and, go for them. Either one, both of them are great choices, awesome deals. To just take your pick and go for it. But for being as good as they are, they deserve proper reviews. So today, we're looking at the Blons. One of the worst things ever to do, which is sign stuff, has kind of become even more annoying. And let's face it, it's dull to the point of, oh my god, most of the time, right? Not to mention the fact that it's not very green as well. All that paper, yeah, definitely not green. Here is where SignX from Wondershare comes in. It's a free application that lets you digitally sign any type of document with legally binding signatures. It's fast and simple to sign and send stuff. It's got a ton of free templates for different contracts. It's got multiple user support. You can send documents in bulk to a bunch of different recipients. There's encryption and password protection and real-time notifications for when a document is either opened, read, or signed that is displayed to you in a dashboard that's also obviously, updated in real time. And again, it's totally free up to the limit of 5 documents sent per month. But if you need more than that, or you just want more features, you can always grab yourself a premium account with an unlimited quota of documents to send and a bunch of other perks. This is basically a no-brainer, so check the link down below in the description to learn a bit more and start your free trial today. Now, these little things blew me away from the moment I actually got them in hand. Not necessarily the unboxing part, because the box and the actual presentation is a bit, lacking, it's a bit simplistic, but I actually do quite like the little mini potato sack it comes with as a pouch for you to carry them around. But I mean, for 37 bucks, now, from all the recommendations and all the talk around these, I was genuinely expecting them to be good, but that would be it. Just a good, solid pair of IEMs that happen to come in under $40, especially when there are so many really, really good headphones and IEMs from more well-known brands around the $300, $400, $500 mark and up. And actually, you have quite a healthy amount of IEM choices well above the $1,000 to pick up from. And if it wasn't for the ever-growing $50-ish mark of good IEMs being something that's every week, there's something new that's really good, these might have actually flown under everyone's radar, which would have been so sad, but thankfully they didn't. Thankfully. Now, I have never tested personally a pair of IEMs that needs a lot of power to be driven properly, and these are not going to change anything, but a clean source, a good DAC, and external amplification are going to benefit them because they can scale so nicely. But that's not you need those things for them to prove their worth. That's not it. Those things are not required for you to really appreciate these IEMs. They are really good on their own. Aside from the clean source, because crappy music or crappy recordings are going to sound crappy anywhere, so get your act together, okay? Now, build is an area where price usually tends to indicate there are bound to be little flaws, little blemishes here and there with the actual build of a product, but IEMs are yay big. So even at $37 compared to so many things that are much, much more expensive, there really isn't anything to complain here. Just nothing. They're metal, they're shiny, they're sort of slippery. You need to, know how to grip them in order for them to not escape you. And that little shiny finish, that glossy sort of finish, that thing is always looking good, which is not an easy thing to do, I'll tell you that much. But I super appreciate not having to, polish this thing all the time, especially when I'm recording B-roll. That would have been such a nightmare. I'm so thankful for that. Now, they are metal, so depending on the room temperature, they're going to be a bit cold when you put them on, but they get warm almost instantly, so that's actually not really a big deal. Now the cable is detachable and it runs twisting over the ear so that you can, put over it. And this little like silicone wrapping on the hook, I mean, I like this. I really like this. This is a comfy fit for me. Now, I'm not super into, cable switching just yet, but this is a flowy enough cable and it makes me happy. And comparing it directly to the cable on the Zeus, I mean, I'm honestly embarrassed for it. Like, come on, Zeus. Really comes with lots of tips that are all good. I've traded tips with other IEMs here and there just to, see if it would make a difference. But honestly, I don't feel the need to keep it like that. The stock tips work just fine for me, even if those blue bullets from the T2s are like goddamn magical things, but I digress. Those I would put on anything, everywhere, all the time if I could, but I don't feel the need to, change the stock tips in order to get a good experience with the Blons. Bottom line is, these things are a damn fine package. And I don't mean that like for the money. No, these are a damn fine package. And that's not even counting how they sound, which is the most important thing. And in a nutshell, they are fantastic. They're exciting, warmer, pretty dang detailed, inviting for you to, want to listen to stuff. They're a bit close, but not too forward. The soundstage feels much like a roomy headphone, like a bigger one, not like an unreasonably wide soundstage from a super, super open back headphone, not like that, but roomy enough for you to not feel like stuff is happening inside your head. You have a little space around. The high end is controlled and not harsh or sibilant. It's definitely not an area these would be considered fatiguing to almost anyone. At least I don't think so. They're far from it. The mid-range is great and the low-end representation is exceptional, just like the imaging. The highs and mids are really, really good and they are soothing sounding. But the peaks, the real highlights of these headphones are the low end and the fidelity, the representation of the recordings while you're listening to them. That's like anything with a deeper note of bass, and the imaging stuff that flows around you is delicious to hear. And they are exciting. They're energetic while presenting that. They're, they want to show you how good stuff is and you want to listen to them, but they're not like that friend that everyone has, that friend that's when he's hooked up on too much coffee, he, just like gets crazy and in your face all the time. It's not like that. It's always an exciting and energetic presentation, but it's good and fun to listen to stuff through the Blons. Now, I listen to a lot of rock, from classical to more modern stuff, and pretty much every genre aside from thrash metal. Not really my thing. A lot of EDM, some classical music, orchestral stuff, pianos, cellos, violins, a lot of jazz, blues, rap, and I can't think or point out a single genre or even a song where I've had a problem listening to whatever it was through the Blons. This is a level of performance that's really impressive, flat out. Because there is a lot of stuff, actually a lot of good stuff, of very good stuff out there that will color what you're listening to, in a sense that you will often find headphones that will sound like brand X. And on the other side of that coin, you have stuff that's super clinical or analytical, and those things, while not coloring what you're listening to, they tend to be, for lack of a better word, boring. Okay, finding something that will keep that warmth, that will be inviting and keep that excitement while not overtaking the characteristics of the song, just adding to it whatever it is that's special about them, that's a very rare thing to find, especially on lower priced headphones and IEMs, obviously, but this is a very, very impressive feat for anything to achieve, which is one of the things that makes these as impressive as they are. Yes, all the praise you've seen thrown around for them is true. The price range, just like I said in the impressions video, is basically a bonus because these things could very easily cost well above the 50-ish, sub 50 actually, price range they're at right now, and they would still be worth it, 100%. I mean, I actually expect them to overrun a couple of other brands given time enough if they keep up this level, if they keep raising the bar from the competition in this way. I mean, with better presentation, maybe even a little more R&D with better designs, different designs, better build, better materials, better accessories with different cables and tips for people to test and experiment with, and obviously even better sounding stuff. I really want to see how far they can push this cheap hi-fi thing. I mean, I want to see what's the limit. But for now, the Blon BL-03s are surprisingly exceptional headphones, and if you're a one IEM's all I need kind of person, these can very well be that one IEM. And if you're not, if you like to collect stuff, just grab one already, because I mean, come on, you don't really need to worry about them breaking the bank, right? Anyway, that's been it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, so leave any comments or suggestions if you're feeling like it. I'll leave links to everything down below, as usual, obviously. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.